little parking spot. I'm out at our little parking spot up here. There's a bit of a front coming in. I've got new batteries. There's a bit of a story behind the new batteries. So anyway, let's go out and I'll tell you the story. Last Friday, I came back from that thing late in the night, about 7:30, 8 o'clock. I was sitting down watching TV and suddenly I felt this really warm sensation, almost burning in the side, and yeah, one of the batteries in my pocket must have shorted or something. It was, about to melt down, sort of thing. So I took it outside, didn't know what to do, whether it was going to burst into flame or what, So I left it outside in the coolest night air. By the way, since we're talking about coolish night air, it's a nice chilly 22 degrees at the moment today. You can feel that the wind is coming off. There's a light chilly breeze in the air, and you can feel that it's obviously coming off Antarctica, so it means that the season's probably going to change fairly soon. So I've cleaned the camera lens front and back today. Hopefully I did all right. So yeah, as I took the battery out, so I thought, well, I've had them 5 years, so it's about time I got some new ones. So I got some new ones. They're Chevron ones, by the way. So we'll see. They're still charged up okay in my Varta charger. I've been quite happy with the Varta batteries. For the first few years, they're wonderful. You charge them in 15 minutes and they last all day, sort of thing. But as they got older, of course, I think I had the odd one that was dying or died or something, and it was putting a strain on the other three. And anyway, as I said, there's a bit of a front coming in, but I thought I'd better give you some sort of run-in, and I know that Gideon likes to see driving footage, even though it's probably the same, but you can see in the distance, sort of like a smoky haze, and as I was coming down Happy Valley Drive, you could really see the build-up, and see the clouds here. But, having filmed it the other week, it's a bit of a hassle. Setting the camera up today. I don't know why, but anyway, sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard, so I obviously haven't quite mastered it yet. Always trying slightly different variations, trying to hopefully one day crack it. I was thinking of whether I should put the board in or not today and give you like a slightly lower down look, but anyway, here's Potter Road. We're going to go back into that. So there you go. Almost got burnt alive, by a battery. It was the nickel hydride battery. Lucky it wasn't a lithium one. Cheers. Yes, could have been nasty. Could have needed skin grafts or something, But anyway, come back out here. Hopefully we'll get on the right track today. And yeah. Anyway, I brought my authorization with me today, and I'll be carrying it with me. So so if I meet anyone, at least I can say, well, here's my authority for being here, sort of thing. Can you please leave me alone, sort of thing. I've done the right thing. Went out and got the information, and now according to this information, you should leave me alone, sort of thing. So anyway, I'll show you that when we get up there. Probably with a new clip or something. Anyway, I got it on night scene, because night scenes seem to be alright. So it must be just you've got to get a certain level of brightness or something for it to work properly or something. Maybe so when we get, so if I stick it on night scene right as we start the season, maybe the first 2 months will be jaw-droppingly gorgeous, and then it will suddenly one day we'll go out and find it's not, well, I'll come back with the clips of all, they're a bit dark or something, and I'll have to change it to AV because we've gone past some sort of divide or something in the season with the amount of littage in the air or something. But 5-ton bridge down here. The daylight saving ends this weekend, so I get an hour in bed, but that means you lose an hour of light at the end of the day for looking at plants sort of thing. Yeah, I don't really know why they bother with the daylight saving, well, at least not over here in the southern Australia. I can understand it with WA sort of thing, because as I said, the afternoons get a lot cooler, a lot more quickly once the flying doctor comes in every afternoon. So it's cooled off and you can do things, and it's worth having extra hours then. But here it's always sultry, balmy. You have 46-degree days around the 3rd week of February, and then you have 26 balmy overnights where you can barely get to sleep, even though you're lying under the air vent sort of thing. So having an extra hour of that, doesn't really help. Well, as I say, it's horses for courses, isn't it? So I think Queensland's only just decided to bring daylight saving in or something. I think that's what they were discussing last year or something. So yeah, well, that might get that little bit of ruttage there. Might get a bit hair and scare once the rains get here. Anyway, down to 30 at the moment. I have to go 25 or 20. Anyway, don't quite know where I'm going to park today, but don't usually like to park in the same spot twice. In case I come out and I find people standing around the car and say, I can walk to the car and say, what are you doing there? Yeah. Anyway, we'll go up here. So this can get this corner can get a bit sort of rough, middle of the year sort of thing, after the heavy rains have come, and we've had a few pounding heavy rains sort of thing, and you can have a few washouts sort of thing. But anyway, I thought I'd film coming in again. You can see how the littage changes from one day to the next sort of thing, and they said it's going to change completely. We'll probably have some diaphanous mist on one of the trips up here later on in the season, so we're getting pretty high up. We're about between the plain and Mount Lofty now. We're halfway. Oh, here we go. I wanted to come in here, I think. So, I think I might park in here today, just for a bit of funnage. Maybe I should park over there so everyone can see you. Maybe that's the way to go. Yep. So park here, everyone can see you. Other people can still come in and use it as a turnaround. probably time to start a new clip. So, okay.